And that's going to bring up second down. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense.
Now Allen again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 30.
Get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards for the touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle.
They do here. This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's down the field and intercepted.
Really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but
he's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. That pickup good for 29 yards. The motion man is Johnson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And
he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Shakes him. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. Hits the 20. And they finish the return to the end zone. Touchdown.
2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pit. They draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing again. It's Goff. Trying for the deep ball. Defender's there. It's intercepted.
Oh, coach is just
incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now Daniels off the play action. And the defender comes away with it. And they bring him down after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he adds some yards. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. The 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. Throwing now, Daniels. And oh, he got it. Interception. 2. 2nd and 3 now. One final shot here. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted.
Of the NFL. And we'll see Zach Wilson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's going to be a good one on EA Sports. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
And it's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback who was the number 2 overall pick back in 2021 coming out of BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you've got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
That's to the 4th overall pick. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And Strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard?
Power his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through, and the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Injured player after the play, and that's Matthew Stafford, who is banged up. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Williams gets it on the draw. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
They convert with a gain of 15. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Wilson on 1st down. He runs with it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So after 1, it's a close game early on. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Slams it in there, and he is in. Has a touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes Cooper Kupp and the rest of the LA offense set for this next Rams possession. He's right there in contention for most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. Now whistles and a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. 1st down picked up. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. This one caught by Metcalf. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really,
get into the end zone. Marvin Wilson Jr. for the score. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. The PAT up and good. And the visitors will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
21.
The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
65.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Jimmy G working from the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Here's Ethan Evans now as he is on to punt for the Rams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long, and now here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season for rushing touchdowns. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Wilson. Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Try to pick this one up on the ground. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stay hot.
Jimmy G going to go play action here. That's to last year's rookie sensation, Puka Nacua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait, hot.
Jimmy G going to throw it here on 1st down. Going right back to Nacua, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Caught by Nacua on the out route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, hot.
A 1st down throw for Garoppolo. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They go play action now. Wilson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Harrison. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. On 1st down, Wilson. On 3. And he will score for the touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report, with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the 2nd quarter. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, We can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. It's complete. He's got caught. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a second down throw for Garoppolo. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about.
Here we go.
Garoppolo from the gun on third down. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Say hi.
Now it's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a timeout for injury.
Omaha.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Say hi.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Say hi.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Say hi.
Pass caught right side by Higbee. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Play action now. It's Garoppolo. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd. And it sets up a 1st and goal.
11. Here we go. Say hi.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense. Wilson lines up in the pistol. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. 14 on the pickup. That's enough for a first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll get that to Javonte Williams.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. Handoff here, up the middle. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Has a touchdown. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the visitors will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Off the play fake, here's Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll run. Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Right side, complete to Nakua.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down, Garoppolo. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed.
This drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. To the ground, a 1st down run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams will take over at their own 14-yard line. Jimmy G going to throw it here on 1st down. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. Now he gets free up the right sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory. Past midfield.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Garoppolo.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Is completed to Cup. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Jimmy G working from the gun here. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup.
Hey, go,
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo.
Hey,
And
come on,
he'll be
come on,
taken
come on.
down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Garoppolo. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. To the goal line and in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown Rams. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Wilson to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Wilson. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Wilson. He's got his man. It's Harrison.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he'll be taken down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Zach Wilson for the score.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the visitors will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
Now it's Garoppolo. Nacua snags it over the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Second down and 3.
2. Here we go. Here we go. Stay hot.
Garoppolo. Going right back to Nacua. Complete. There he goes again. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Cardi now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams will get just a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it looks like they're going to get a 14th win on the season, cementing themselves as one of the favorites to win the whole thing. The drive will start on the ground, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Whoa! And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. He runs with it. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. So the handshake's down on the field following a good win here. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year.